Dream Psychology, Psychoanalysis for Beginners by Sigmund Freud. Title: Dream Psychology, Psychoanalysis for Beginners. Author: Professor Dr. Sigmund Freud. Translator: M.D. Eder. Year of release: English translation 1920. Introduction. Dream Psychology, Psychoanalysis for Beginners is Sigmund Freud's accessible abstract of his monumental work on dream interpretation, designed to introduce the average reader to his revolutionary psychological system. The book establishes the psychoanalytic point of view, arguing that dreams are far from nonsensical, rather, they are the royal road into the unconscious, providing crucial insight into human psychology and the origins of neuroses. Core thesis and methodology. Freud's central thesis, derived from years of patient observation and the application of his psychoanalysis method, is that dreams have meaning and are fundamentally a form of wish fulfillment. Freud utilizes a new method of psychological investigation, psychoanalysis, to interpret dreams. This method involves breaking the dream into elements and following the patient's uncensored associations, unbidden fancies or worthless refuse, linked to each fragment. By abandoning self-criticism, a chain of emotional and intellectual thoughts is revealed, replacing the confused dream content. Key concepts. Freud defines two crucial aspects of the dream. Manifest content: the dream is remembered upon waking, the bizarre, obscure picture. Latent content: the emotional and intellectual thought trains reveal through analysis, the true, meaningful content. The process that transforms the sensible latent thoughts into the distorted manifest content is called the dream work. The analysis of the dream, conversely, is the process of reversing this transformation. 5 revolutionary facts. The introduction highlights 5 facts of major significance revealed by Freud's interpretation of dreams. Connection to waking life: every dream contains a constant connection to some detail of the dreamer's life during the previous waking state, disproving the view that dreams are purely nonsensical phenomena. Wish gratification: in every dream, there is the attempted or successful gratification of some wish, whether conscious or unconscious. Symbolism: many dream visions are symbolic, a universality that makes them transparent to the trained observer. Sexual influence: sexual desires play an enormous part in the unconscious, a role minimized or ignored by conventional thought. Linked to insanity: Freud established a direct connection between the symbolic visions of sleep and the symbolic actions of the mentally deranged. The function and significance of dreams. The dream's function is explored in detail. Freud argues that the dream continues the impulses and interests of the waking state, dealing only with things of momentous interest, the latent thoughts, yet it often incorporates indifferent remnants from the day into the manifest content through the mechanism of distortion. Crucially, the book discusses the concept of the unconscious, UNC, and the foreconscious, FOREC, as 2 separate systems, distinct from the philosophical notion of the unconscious. The FOREC acts as a barrier or screen between the UNC and consciousness, controlling access to voluntary action and preventing the disturbing, unacceptable wishes of the UNC from reaching consciousness directly. Freud asserts that the historical respect for dreams is a homage paid to the unsubdued and indestructible in the human mind, and to the demoniacal which furnishes the dream wish. While the dream originates from the past, it leads into the future by representing an indestructible wish as fulfilled. Conclusion. Freud's dream psychology establishes the fundamental basis of psychoanalysis. It successfully defends the view that the dream is a meaningful psychic act and not a senseless, purely somatic process. The book provides a theoretical foundation for understanding the neuroses and demands a revision of modern psychiatry, ethics, and social values by illuminating the hidden dynamics of human character. Attribution: Dream Psychology by Sigmund Freud, 1920, is a public domain work. Because it is in the public domain, anyone is free to read, share, or download it. Sigmund Freud is the original author. The link in the video description leads to an external website that hosts a digital copy of the book.